Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about iSPaT by Stephanie R. Bridges. iSPaT stands for In Spirit, Power, and Truth. They are actually poems. She writes on the front, poems inspired by God's grace and mercy. So Miss Bridges, Stephanie R. Bridges, Miss Bridges, sorry, Southern, I call you Miss Bridges, I'm sorry. She actually sent me this book, and I was really excited to get it because I love her story. But of course I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it, and what I thought. But I decided to accept this book even though I'm not devoutly religious. Like, I'm not really a religious person. So normally something like this wouldn't pique my fancy. But I decided to read this because I love her story. Miss Bridges is actually a recovering addict who found herself during her journey of becoming a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, becoming closer to God. And so that's where she gets her inspiration for writing these poems. And so in this, she has separated her sections into different sections that kind of walk us through her recovery. She breaks down each and every section, just that way you can understand where these poems come from, what they mean, and what they mean to her and to her journey becoming closer to God. And so she breaks them down into 6 sections, with celebrating, falling, empowering, embracing, ascending, and seeking. And in them she has a varying amount of poems that she has written. All of them are also associated with a Bible verse as well. So I mean, I'm not really going to give you like reviews of each poem because there are a lot of good poems in here. And I'm not necessarily, like I said, a religious person, but I went to a school, that was heavy in religion. We had chapel every week. We had to take religion. And so I'm no stranger to religion either. And so I respect it. I respect any religious person and their religion, no matter what religion it is. And so reading this, what I take from religion is basically how to be a better you, how to be a stronger you, how to grow and become the you that you are supposed to be. And so reading this and reading her poems, a lot of them also touched me and, helped me get through hard times, even if I'm not a recovering alcoholic. People take being a student lightly, but sometimes being a student is hard. And then, you've got classes, you've got pressures, you've got so many anxieties just about becoming an adult. And then when you become an adult, you have so many other anxieties about relationships, about love, about finances, about are you where you need to be at this moment? Like, are you okay? Are you going to be okay? And so, reading this helped with some of those instances. I like that she breaks it down into sections, because then I can go into those sections and I can read, the empowering or the embracing section of poems. So that way I can feel better. I mean, those moments are helpful. So I would definitely add this to your nightstand collection. If you're anyone like me who sometimes has just anxious thoughts or anxiety about things that sometimes are just outside of your control, I use the 5-minute journal, and I try and do that every single day because it helps me out. And so I'm gonna add this to my nightstand as well. The fun part is Miss Bridges, Stephanie R. Bridges, is actually self-published. So she did this herself. You can find her book on Amazon, which I will link. I will link a link. I will put a link below for it. I'm not sure if it's on Book Depository, but if it is on Book Depository, I will link that below as well. She is on Instagram, and she is on Instagram, so look out for her. And look out for the rest of her work. I believe she also does children's books, I want to say. but I could have made that up. She also writes children's books and is also a songwriter and does motivational speaking. So make sure you look out for her, find her things, and read this. And even if you aren't religious, you know, even if Christianity isn't your main thing, you don't have to read every single Bible verse that is attached to this. All you have to do is understand the message, and I think that is helpful. But that is all I have to say for this lovely, lovely book. Until next time, keep turning the pages.